nicest thing about it was all the people were there serving us a cup of tea and a biscuit. And we caught the train to go down to London, and from London we went out to the eastern end of, not quite, I can't even think of the name of the town now, on the train, and they picked us up in trucks, and we went to work in a top tent and learned to dance different songs, and we had an orchestra above us, and they were bringing the men back from the war in Europe, and they were all camped there. And so we had a show every day, and sometimes in the afternoon. We danced on a circular glass stage, which they sold into some place. I can't think of the names, you see. It's too old for me. I was there for until, and this was in July by the time I got there, and we learned all our routines, and we had lovely costumes, and we were all camped in a big house, the women were, and we were restricted on where we could go and what we could do, and then they took us, brought all the people in, we had a top tent, and they had horses, because a lot of the people were from Saskatchewan and everywhere, so they had what did they call it, with the horses running with a checkerboard, with the you caught me wrong because I can't even think of the names, and they run a wagon behind the chuck wagons, and they would go on a race around our circular electric stage, and up above us we had an orchestra of people who played in the band, for us, all the music. And I'm trying to think of who the two people were in Toronto, Wayne and Schuster, who were on television, that they were part of our camp, and they did their show. Maybe your father can tell you about Wayne and Schuster, because I think one of them has died,